everyone, it's December 13th, 2018, and it's time to go to work on music. It has been an awesome day. I'm in a really good place and excited for a productive session as usual. Gonna hit some online classes here, update you guys with what's going on in the Tom Morello Masterclass and the Hardcore Tracking class. Going to get a quick guitar practice in, share my progress, then going to get a quick content fill in, and then going to make some headway on the super stupid cover. I think I'm gonna bounce the edited drums, just take a quick pass through the session and make sure all the fills are like close enough, and then I'm going to just start tracking some rhythm tracks on top of it and just follow the system from the Hardcore Tracking class and see what I get. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let me know if you have any thoughts or questions as we go through the session, and I'll update you at the end with what I accomplish. Let's go. Alright, awesome session today. Got into the online class front, hit the Tom Morello Masterclass, and I was just rewatching it. I shut down my computer yesterday, which I rarely do, so it kind of reset where I was in all the videos, but it took me back to the beginning of the speed piece, and he was just re-going through the speed drills. The guy's name is Michelangelo, who he's like one of the fastest guitarists ever, and plays like the double neck, like crazy two-handed tapping, like what on earth is even happening right now kind of stuff. Like the ultimate embodiment of 80s rock guitar, perhaps, and shred-tasticness. And it's so cool how serendipitously Tom Morello got a lesson with this guy. I guess like when you grow up in LA, you rub shoulders with those people. But yeah, it's cool. He was just talking about some exercises for speed, and it's really all about just playing slow and perfect. And Steve Vai corroborated that when I went to the Academy last year, or earlier this year. And yeah, it was great. So from there, I got into the Hardcore Tracking class and was just rewatching the rough drum mix that Jordan does in the studio, because I knew I was probably going to get close to finishing the drums today and bouncing them, so that'll prep me for what I'll do tomorrow. And actually, I might be off tomorrow. I'll see what kind of time I get in tomorrow in the studio. Might not be much. Just got a lot going on tomorrow, but yeah, from there, it was cool to see some of his techniques just rough mix in the studio, and more just the principle behind doing a rough drum mix in the studio, which is, it's more fun to track to something that sounds like a real record and just sounds good. It's more exciting, you get more emotion out of the takes, it fits with the final mix better because it's closer to what it'll sound like in the actual final mix, which is just like a great philosophy. So really, really enjoying that class and really getting a lot out of it right now. From there, got into the, just got a quick guitar practice in, working on my minor pentatonics, forgot the speed drill, so I'll incorporate that next time. And then got into editing the drums, and everything was pretty much perfect from yesterday, and I was really feeling it. Like, I didn't have any of the doubts that I had yesterday. I was just feeling the groove, feeling the pocket. It was making me move my body, which is, a really important factor that I look for in all takes, but certainly drum takes, almost more important than anything else. And yeah, some sections I edited more heavily and snapped to the grid perfectly. Some sections I kind of kept them a little loose, like fills and things, and kept a little bit of my character and personality in them, and I think I'm finding a really good balance, and I'm excited to find my own voice through these modern production methods, and it's really fun, actually. It's really fun to be able to tweak things ad infinitum without having to sit down and do 6,000 more takes, Like, don't get me wrong, that stuff has its value, but just in terms of efficiency of, like, quality output, I mean, it would just take me so much longer to do this manually. So having a computer, other people are using the computer. I'm not saying that's the reason to use it, I'm just saying if you're going to compete with those people in the market, then you gotta either come real correct or have a really differentiated marketing strategy that works, or decide, like, that's not your goal, is not, playing to the market, you're going to do something else, and that's cool. So I'm just trying to find that balance for me that works really well, where I can get the kind of sales that I want, and I can also feel really great about the stuff that I'm producing, and that sounds like the optimal balance to me, so that's what I'm going for. And yeah, I bounced all the drum takes, took a minute, but got them all done, and listened to some of the ambient mics, and it sounds so awesome right now. I listened to it with the track. I might not have to redo any of the rhythm tracks because they're a little loose, but it kind of gives it that, Funkadelic Maggot Brain kind of vibe, where it's kind of got this loose stuff, but the overall pocket is really there on that record. Listen to it if you don't know what I'm talking about. And, honestly, a lot of my demo guitar takes sounded really good today, so I might end up leaving some of those in, maybe comping them together with some of the other takes I did. I really don't know. The only thing I'm not super stoked on is the vocals, and I redid those recently, and it would take, 30 minutes probably to redo all of them. There's 1.2 verses in the song, and no choruses, and no backing vocals, so it's just about the easiest song you can do vocally. Maybe not easiest, because Eddie Hazel's voice has this pretty unique and very soulful, authentic quality to it. But yeah, so I'm just having fun, guys. I'm just having fun. I'm opening up some really awesome channels in my personal life that I sort of had cut myself off from before. And I'm just having a good time and really bringing that vibe into the music session. And, just feeling good about the edited drums is a huge milestone for me, because that's going to allow me to move so much faster and get so many more ideas out to people than it, like, the amount of physical and time strain I would have to put on the rest of my life to get that type of output manually. Just, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll go back to that. Maybe this will wind up being crappy and I won't like the final product. I don't know. It's certainly possible for me to do it that way, but if that's not absolutely critical to get the results I want, or if there's an aesthetic that I can adopt, I mean, I can definitely see myself being into that type of sort of perfect time-ish aesthetic, and then moving the groove around using the bass and the guitars and stuff like that. It's a little more freeform, a little more relaxed, and also slot into a modern aesthetic that just is, what people buy right now. So yeah, I'm just feeling that out one day at a time. Really stoked on it today. Everything sounds amazing. I'm really excited that I edited everything and it sounds perfect. And I'm just stoked, guys. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let me know if you have any, hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals, enjoying the process. That is what I'm out here doing, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more. Can't wait.